Hey guys, so today I'm filming a hair video for you guys today, and it was actually a requested video, and it's all about how I dye my hair and how I get it this shade, and also how I keep it healthy and on its way to recovery. I'm not a professional by any means. I do want to go to cosmetology school, but I'm not in it right now, so just keep that in mind. And I just do my own hair because I know what I want done to my hair, and I feel like I know what I want the best to get the best results. I have gotten some parts of it professionally done, which I will mention in the video, and I just wanted to get that out of the way that I'm not a professional by any means. So if you want to do any of this, take it at your own risk. And I did not have virgin hair when I started, so I did kind of go through phases with my hair on different shades and stuff, which I will mention also. So if y'all want to see my kind of hair journey and also how I keep it healthy and got it to this color blonde, then go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so first I'm going to start off by telling you my kind of hair journey and what I had before I got to this shade. So I've been dyeing my hair since I was really young. I started really early in the days, and I would just get regular highlights, you know, all over the head. I've dyed my hair dark brown, black almost, all the way highlighted, red, and that's basically all I did when I was young. And then when I started getting more serious, I dyed my hair with highlights from the top. I really love the way that looked. It came out a really pretty platinum blonde, and once you go blonde, you always want more. So what I decided to do was dye my hair with a full head of highlights. So I had brown hair with a full head of highlights, and my hair was pretty long. This is when I decided to cut my hair. So I cut my hair into this kind of like bob, and I had my highlights or whatever, and I had that for a little while, and I kept it like that. At this rate, my hair is short with a bob and highlights all over. I could not stop with the blonde. I loved it so much that I decided, hey, I don't want the blonde highlights anymore. I want it all on the top of my head. This is where I wanted that kind of emo style, you know, where they have blonde all on the top of their head and brown at the bottom. My brown at the bottom had already been brown because when I cut my hair, the highlights kind of came off, and so my hair was brown at the bottom already, and so I did a full blonde top of my head, like kind of the first layer. I love that. After that, I couldn't stop going blonde. I kept going lighter and lighter and lighter until I got to this really platinum, almost white, pretty sure it was white, blonde color at the top of my head. I stayed like that for years and years. My hair grew, and the bottom of my hair was a really light brown color, and the top of my head would have really dark roots, almost black, like a dark brown, because that's my natural hair color. And so my roots would come in, and I would just go ahead and bleach them right away, and I just kept bleaching my roots whenever they came in. And I kind of left the bottom of my hair alone, so it did grow quite a bit. I think it grew to about what it is now. And then after that, I decided I do not want to be blonde anymore. I went years and years with that, and I wanted something different, but I didn't want to go back to my natural hair color. So what I decided to do was go red. I went red, and the red did not take. It turned a orange color. I was so unhappy. I didn't know what to do, and so I decided I wanted to go a brighter red because that was kind of a burgundy color, and it looked burgundy orange, but my hair did not want to take that color because it was so pale. And then I decided to add more red and bright reds and burgundy reds, and so my hair turned really red, but it was really kind of cool. It was like a dark red, but it was still very bright and prominent. And I used Manic Panic temporary hair dyes to just keep going over that blonde part of my hair until it just, because basically with red you have to go ahead and keep re-dyeing it because it fades out really quickly. It gets all over your towels and all over the bathtub. After so many times of washing the bathtub and it bleeding out and dyeing my hair so long, I really got tired of it, and so I was like, you know what, I don't want to be red. Everybody loved me with red hair. I don't know why, everybody loved me with red hair, and so I didn't want to get rid of it, but then I was just tired of dyeing my hair all the time. I would go to work with red hands, red neck, red everything, and I was just tired of it. So I decided, you know what, I'm going back to my natural hair color. So as before, I said that my hair was blonde with kind of almost black roots. So I was pretty sure that my hair was a dark brown color. So I washed my hair until all the red kind of faded out, and then I dyed it dark brown. It almost looked black, like it was pretty dark. I have some videos of me with kind of that hair color, and it was pretty long, about right here, and it was just a dark brown color. I did not like it. I liked it okay at first, but I felt like it wasn't me. I was so used to lighter colors of my hair, and I feel like it washed me out, and at some points I looked really tan. And I don't know, I just didn't like it on myself, and my boyfriend didn't like that color either. And so I noticed that my roots started to come in when I had that dark brown hair, and they were actually lighter than my hair. It was weird. I guess my roots next to blonde made it look black, but they weren't that dark. So what I did was I just kept washing my hair until it faded to a light brown color. Then my roots matched with my bottom of my hair perfectly. I didn't have to do any more dyeing or anything to it. So I decided to stay like that and be like, you know what, I'm gonna embrace my natural beauty and have brown hair for a while. And then I got tired of the brown hair. So I was like, what can I do to not dye my whole head of hair again? So I always saw Katy Perry and like emo chicks with those kind of, they have black or dark brown hair, and they have strips of purple and pink and like rocking colors that look awesome. And so I decided to do that. So what I did was I bleached like 3 or 4 strands of my hair, and I did a hot pink color. I really liked it. I felt like a rocker chick, and I felt awesome. It kind of washed me out, but you know, I felt awesome. And then it started to fade out, and then I decided I wanted more color. And so what I decided to do is do the tops of the strips pink again, and then also do the tips a bright purple. I really liked it, but then I got tired of the dark hair all over my head once again. So what I decided to do was bleach it. And I thought I could do it because my hair, I had no problems with bleaching those strips before I did like the crazy colors. So I was like, you know what, since I bleached those crazy colors, strips or whatever, it was pretty easy and my hair didn't fall out. It was really simple and easy. So I'm gonna do that to the whole bottom of my head. This is when really ombres came into place. They were very popular. Everybody had them. People with dark hair, light hair, everybody had them. So I thought they were really easy to do. So I looked up online how to do an ombre, and I did the very tips of my hair. They turned bright orange. Bright orange. I was so scared. I did not know what to do. So I overtoned my hair because I toned my hair and they were still orange. So I read online that you can make your own toner with the purple hair dye. So I mixed purple hair dye with the conditioner. I mixed those two and I put it all over my hair. And I had orange hair with purple strips in it because those pieces that were dyed before with the colors turned white. So when I put that toner on them, they clinged, that purple clinged to them, and it turned like a light pastel color, like purple color. So I had orange hair with kind of like light purple streaks in it, which kind of looked cool, but then I wasn't digging the orange. So I just wanted to let y'all know that toner or purple toner hair shampoos or anything like that get rid of yellow brassiness, not orange brassiness. Orange means you have to re-bleach your hair. Toner does not get rid of orange hair. It gets rid of yellow hair. So if you want to get rid of orange, you have to use blue. I did not know that. I used purple, and so that's how I got the purple streaks and still the orange hair. After that, I repeatedly dyed my ends over and over and over again until I got this light kind of ashy color, and I stayed like that for a while. I really liked it. Everybody said that it was a really good ombre, but it was only at the tips of my hair. So I kept that for a while, and I was like, you know what? Everybody's ombre starts like pretty high, and they also have it in their bangs and stuff. This is when I decided to go to a professional to bleach my hair because I was so scared it was going to turn orange again. So what I did was I did a balayage ombre, which comes all the way up to here with highlights. And basically I showed her a picture and I told her I want this done to my hair, and that I mentioned to her my hair was red before. Red is a really pigmented color, and so it's very hard to get out, and it comes out when you are bleaching it. So I was prepared for that to happen. So she did it or whatever, and the tops of my natural hair, that my regrowth that had grown, turned a really pretty caramely blonde shade. And then the middle of my hair, where all my old hair was, and I thought all the color had washed out, turned red. It was a dark brown maroon shade, and then the tips of my hair turned a bright yellow shade, really pretty blonde. And it sounds horrible, but I actually loved it. It looked awesome. I thought it was great. Everybody liked it. My boyfriend loved it. He said I looked like a Pokemon, which I was okay with. And yeah, I really liked it. But me being the perfectionist that I am, I decided, no, I really want that red out. It would look so much more even. I wouldn't have so many colors in my hair. So I went back. And this is where it started going backwards. The more times I went back to her and bleached it, the more times she dyed more of the brown hair. I did not tell her to dye the brown hair. I just told her to re-go over the blonde, which a hairstylist always redoes your roots. So I wasn't really thinking about that, so it's not her fault at all. But the more times she dyed the brown, the more orange I had. And so I had so many colors going on in my hair. It was crazy. And I tried to tell her that I wanted only specific parts of it dyed. Like, I didn't want the top re-dyed because I didn't want that any lighter, and of course I did not want the ends touched because they were a bleach blonde. I just wanted the middle part where the red was, so everything could be more even, because if you go over it all over again, everything's still gonna be uneven. Everything's just gonna be lighting up, which she didn't want to do, because I mean, it takes time picking out little pieces to get it even. It's pretty annoying, so I knew that. I never asked of that, but I just thought that I was telling her, since I wanted it to be even, she would do it even. I paid $200 each time I went, and I went every 2 weeks. So it got really, really expensive, and I just thought, you know what, I know which parts I want re-dyed and which parts I do not want touched, and so I'm gonna do it myself. At this point, my ends were completely fried. They were really, really fried and dead because she had gone over them with that bleach. Even though they were already blonde, she went over them with that bleach because she said she had no choice. Which I understand, it's really hard to, you know, avoid certain places when you are dyeing your hair. So this is when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna fix it myself and I'm gonna do it myself. So the first thing I did was I bleached my hair. And I bleached the parts that I knew I wanted done. And I used a 20 volume developer, which I don't have with me to show you, but it's Salon Care, just like this one, but it's a 20 volume developer. I went over that, and I didn't see any change at all. And I was really disappointed because, I mean, I feel like my hair was dry and that it's been dyed, but I didn't see any results. So over a couple past weeks, I did it again with 20 volume and no results. So I got really frustrated and I decided to use a 40 volume developer mixed with a 20 because I did not have 30 and I had both, so I thought I would just mix them. So I used that, and that's when I finally decided to I saw a change in my hair. And I kept it like that for a while, and I really liked it. But I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my hair, and I would see little parts that were orange and little parts that were white, and it just bothered me. So the last time that I dyed my hair, which is not too long ago, as y'all know, I used a 30 volume developer, and I only used it on the parts of my hair which I wanted to change. You might want to get someone to help you with this because it is hard to do the back. As you can see, the back of my hair right here at the crown is still pretty orangey yellow, and that's because I had no one helping me, so I really couldn't see the back. And at this point, my hair was very damaged at the ends. Not so much at the top. It's pretty healthy at the top, but my ends were completely dead. They were falling off, they were stretchy, they were breaking off, not falling off, and they were just dead. And I got a haircut, and this is what it looks like now. I mean, this is basically all the hair growth that had grown off. Like, this is the old hair, and then older hair, and then this is all new growth. And as you can see, like, some parts are still white and some of them are still kind of yellowy, but that's as close as it's gonna get right now. I probably will go in later on and touch it up. I mean, you know. And after my roots grow out, I'm probably gonna get some highlights or whatever in it just to kind of help it blend. But knowing me, I would change my hair over and over and over again because that's just the person I am. I like change. I like to change things up. So being on my YouTube channel, you will see a lot of change. But now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I use to bleach my hair because I haven't even told you that. And my favorite bleach that I love to use is Loreal Quick Blue Extra Strength bleach, and this is what it looks like. I have a big tub, but you could also get it in these little packets. This is what I use when I want to touch up some little parts of my hair and not do the whole thing. But if you do buy 3 of these, it's actually cheaper just to buy the whole jug, so just keep that in mind. I did not figure that out until later on, and so it's why I have this big jug. But this is just my go-to bleach. I have tried alternatives and kind of dupes to this, and they just don't work the same for me. And it's this purpley blue shade, which really helps with the orange because, like I said, blue counteracts orange, and so I really like that it's blue. And it's the L'Oreal Techniques Quick Blue Extra Strength Bleach. And so that is what I use. And like I showed you before, I use a Salon Care cream developer. You can use any brand that you like. I have the 40 and the 30 right now because this one's completely empty. I'm just showing you. And this is the one I used last. So I have those. And so yeah, those are just my go-to, that is just my go-to bleach and developers that I like to use. And you just go ahead and mix them up in a mixing bowl and your brush and go ahead and apply those to your hair. So after I toned it, my hair, as you can see, the roots, I don't know if y'all can tell, they're like kind of a dark brown color, and then it fades to a light brown shade right here and then to the blonde. And I did not dye my roots, so this light brown shade was kind of freaking me out. I did not know how it happened, but actually when I was toning my hair, I placed the toner from the bottom all the way to the top of the roots, and I noticed wherever I put that toner, it turned that light brown shade. And like the back of my hair, it doesn't have that light brown shade. And so I ended up kind of liking it because it gave more of a blend from dark brown to light brown to blonde. And then some days I hate it because it's kind of like an orangey brown. But yeah, just keep that in mind if you do tone your hair. If you don't want it turning your natural hair any color, then don't put it on your natural hair. Just keep it on the parts that you dyed. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go on to what I use to keep my hair healthy, what shampoo and conditioner I use, and stuff like that. So, being blonde, you do want a purple shampoo. I have these two. I have the Shimmering Lights shampoo, which is very popular here on YouTube. And this is really good purple shampoo. It really does work. But a lot of people say it does dry out your hair. So I have this alternative, which is the Blond Brilliance Color Lathering Toner, which is this brand right here that you can get at Sally's. It's basically the same thing. I don't know if this one dries your hair out more than this one. I really can't tell, to be honest, because my hair is pretty dry anyway, so when I get out the shower it always feels dry. But yeah, these are just really, really good. And the one thing that I do like about this brand is sometimes you do not want to leave shampoo on your hair for very long, or at least I don't. I would rather leave conditioner in my hair while I have that time in the shower to shower and stuff. I'd rather shave and stuff and leave my conditioner on rather than my shampoo. So what I like to use on those days is the Color Brilliance. It's the same brand, but it's a conditioner and it's purple, and it's actually the same thing. It tones your hair, because Shimmering Lights has a conditioner too, but it doesn't tone your hair. It's just a purple color basically. So I really like this on days where I really need that conditioning, but I also want to tone it. I used those yesterday, and as you can see, the white pieces of my hair are really standing out and the yellows are really standing out. That's one thing you want to keep in mind when you're using purple shampoo. If you want your hair to be all even, you do not want to use it because it will make your hair kind of uneven. Like the white will turn more white and the yellow will turn more kind of a paler yellow. So you just want to keep that in mind when you are using that. I just use it every so often just to brighten everything. After that, it all kind of fades to the same color. But yeah, and then I like to condition my hair a lot. I use a mask every day for my everyday conditioner or whenever I wash my hair, which I don't wash it every day. And I use the Macadamia Natural Oil Deep Repair Mask. I've mentioned this in a favorites video, and I just use this on days that I would use a daily conditioner. Instead, I use this just to keep my hair, give my hair that really moisture that it needs. And then on days I'm not using this, I'm using this, and this has really helped my hair. And this is the Ion Repair Solutions Intensive Therapy Protein Rebuilder. You only want to use this if your hair is super duper damaged, because if you overuse it, your hair could do the opposite effect and turn damaged. So I only use this every so often, and it's just a protein rebuilder, and it helps your hair from breaking off and turning kind of plasticky, and it just really strengthens your hair so it can grow. And so I really like this. The next thing you want to keep in mind is your hair. If you're going to be using heat on it, you want to use a heat protectant. You do not want to go without one, because your hair is already bleached and dry and damaged. So if you just go ahead and apply heat with no protection at all, it's just kind of like ripping a band-aid off and then also putting salt on it. I don't know, but I use the one and only Argan oil treatment just for my heat protectant, and it also helps with frizz, because your hair can be very frizzy if you do bleach it. And then also coconut oil. I really love this. It's kind of a really cheap alternative to a mask, a hair mask. So what you want to do is use this on a day that you're just going to be staying home. You could put it in your hair and leave it on all day, then wash it out at night. Or you could do what I do, and I don't really have time during the day, so what I do is put it on during the night and sleep with it, and then wash my hair in the morning. And it's just a really good thing to have. I mean, it's good for makeup removing, good for the hair, good for everything. So I really like that. And the last thing I have to say about keeping your hair healthy, what I like to do is put my extensions on, and then you can go ahead and curl those pieces, and you'll end up only curling kind of the ones towards your face to blend with the extensions, but it saves you from curling your whole head or straightening your whole head if you have extensions. These are my Bellami Ombre extensions, but it just helps to, if you want to, you could still heat style your hair without actually heat styling your real hair, so it doesn't give you any damage. But you do want to use a heat protectant on these extensions as well, because they can get damaged. I just rather save my own hair than these, because I know these are in pretty good shape compared to my hair. So yeah, that is everything about my hair. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my beauty family and to be a part of us. And I make videos every week, and I'll be sure to try to make you happy. And so thank you so much for watching, guys. Till next time, guys. Bye.